This world-renowned stunt rider risks life and limb for some spectacular jumps.
This is truly death-defying.
Desert daredevils go car surfing on public highways.
It can cause fires, this can be very dangerous.
And a real-life Spider-Man cheats death by scaling dozens of skyscrapers.
This is potentially life-threatening.
Facts, fakes, or flukes. We'll dissect these amazing web videos and break down the science behind them. Right now on Superhuman Science. This Australian daredevil stunt rider launches off stairs, jumps across moving trucks, and backflips over airplanes. He turns this aircraft graveyard into his own motocross playground.
This is potentially life-threatening. This is truly death-defying.
This high-flying freestyle motocross rider is Robbie Madison. And in the hazardous world of professional stunt riders, he rules.
We take a pretty big risk when we decide that we want to do a new trick. When you go to do anything you've never done before, you feel that fear and you deal with it and you get past it. That's what sets us action sports athletes apart from others.
Robbie and his bike appear to bend the laws of physics. But are these stunts real?
In the shots where he's jumping onto the truck and over the plane, if you take a look at the lighting on him and those objects, you can tell it's real.
Not only real, but real risky. Our experts explain the science of how he does it.
The science involved here is the same sort of science involved in like snowboarding and skiing, but very different because he has an engine.
Knowing how and when to use that energy is vital, especially to land jumps like this.
These jumps that I'm focusing on now, obviously I'm creating more risk for myself, but I'm really getting deep into them. It's not like I'm just rocking out on triple and going, oh, what gear you hitting in, boys? Third? All right. It's like, no one's done this yet, and I do go long, it's probably all over.
Just one false move on any landing can have big consequences.
I mean, this jump right here, you can see he lands it, and you can see it in slow motion. He is just on his front wheel.
His center of mass is very high off the ground when he's on one wheel. His center of mass is up here in his body, not down here on the wheel. So the motorcycle wants to topple over with him on it.
If he hits that angle just a little bit worse, that motorcycle will be on him rather than him on his motorcycle.
Which brings us to his most daring feat of all. It starts with a jump onto a freight container. Then a crane ride into the sky, 18 meters up.
This is potentially life-threatening. I mean, anytime you're jumping from something that high onto something that may or may not catch you unless you do it right, that's really dangerous.
Robbie pauses, then jumps, and he nails the landing. So, how does he pull it off?
The key to this is speed. He cannot be going too fast or he'll overshoot the ramp. It's an interplay between what gravity is giving him and what he's giving himself with the engine.
From 18 meters up, Robbie picks up speed driving off the container. Then he drops about 8 meters, a fall too short to reach his constant maximum speed, called terminal velocity. Within seconds, he lands on a ramp with a 70-degree angle and coasts to the ground.
His bike falls off at a certain angle, and then he lands on a ramp that basically matches that angle. And that's no accident. That ramp is what keeps him alive.
If you're just a little bit off on a ramp calculation, you've fallen from 10 stories, you find yourself at the tranny rather than on the landing, it's all over pretty much.
Robbie Madison truly is a stunt rider extraordinaire. But is he superhuman? Our experts are divided.
This is super cool, super daring, and super dangerous.
He clearly knows the physics behind these jumps, and I would definitely say he's superhuman.
From high-flying motorcycle jumps, we now shift gears to highway two-wheel car stunts. In Saudi Arabia, a white sedan speeds up a ramp, balanced on just two wheels. It's a shocking sight on this public desert highway.
I just can't believe that people would take these risks.
There's no natural scientific way for this to happen.
It's called skiing. It's the stuff of action movies, and it's dangerous.
Once the car moves back to the ground, that impact could potentially, loosen fuel lines. You could cause fires. This could be very dangerous. Explosions everywhere. People could die.
So is this real, or is it digital movie magic?
The shadows, the reflections in the car, everything supports the idea that there has been no video manipulation.
This video gets even more insane when the teetering vehicle's passengers change the tires.
The tighter shots of the gentleman climbing out of the car and manipulating things as the car is supposedly driving down the road on two wheels, it's a little bit more suspect.
So are these feats even possible? Our science experts look at the driving forces at work.
They set it up very plausibly where they have this ramp that picks one side of the car up and they somehow keep it going. Okay, that's kind of plausible.
Once you're in motion, you can stay in motion if you don't have extra forces in play.
But when it comes to the tire changes, there might be more science questions than answers.
Okay, stop the video here. Even if they were able to get the center of gravity of that car just right, where it's balanced on those two wheels as it's moving forward down the road, their weight is significant enough that it would adjust where the center of gravity is for that vehicle.
If you have three guys who are 50 kilograms each, messing around out there, moving all around, that's gonna apply a big torque here that should actually bring it back down. There's no natural scientific way for this to happen.
This tan vehicle performs the same two-wheel balancing act, but without a ramp.
There has been an issue with certain cars tipping over.
They're implying that with just a few sharp turns of the wheel, you can catch the car on its side, and we know that's not possible.
I'd be really surprised if you were able to find a trick combination of gas and brake to make this work, and then control it without killing himself.
Most vehicles are designed to have a very low center of gravity so that they don't tip over easily.
When that tan car flips, goes flat, and flips again, it's definitely defying the laws of physics.
The web is littered with similar car skiing videos, and there's no doubt a lot of cars are wrecked from attempts at this trick. So is this superhuman? Our experts say hardly, but they're mixed on whether this stunt video is real.
I am very skeptical if this is real or not.
I don't see any signs of video manipulation. The shadows look correct, the reflections all work. It might be real.
A French daredevil makes a death-defying urban climb, using only his bare hands. He clings to the towering skyscraper, 144 meters high.
This is really pretty unbelievable. I'm stunned.
This guy reminds me of stuff I see in spy movies and superhero movies.
No rope, no net, no parachute.
This is a dangerous sort of stunt to go after. The risk here is death.
This is insane.
This human spider is Alain Robert, one of the world's most famous free solo climbers. He's nicknamed the French Spider-Man.
He's really Spider-Man without the webbing, right? He's an organic Spider-Man using just his body.
My favorite part is when he's actually wearing the Spider-Man outfit.
Now in his 50s, Alain has scaled dozens of the tallest buildings on the Earth. Some as high as 500, 600, even 800 meters high.
The city is like urban mountains. When I wander in the big cities, I feel like I'm in the mountains.
Our experts explain the science behind his dangerous exploits.
His hands have to be extremely strong. Not just his hands, but his fingers, because there are very small crevices that he puts his fingers in that have to support the weight of his entire body.
You can see right here, he's He's found places that he can lift himself up or grab onto that a normal human who hasn't trained this way wouldn't be able to use.
In fact, Alan can perform a pull-up with a single finger, which is a must for a long career in this line of work.
Sometimes it's just a little ledge or something that you can't grab onto with your fingers, that you can only grab onto with your fingertips.
Between him and sheer death is just his strength and his mental focus.
And the risk escalates with every story he climbs, so keeping a cool head is critical.
A single lapse in concentration when you're 30 or 40 stories above ground could really spell his demise.
Yet Alan claims to have no fear. He's learned to harness his biological response to fear.
Inside his brain, neurotransmitters are also flowing around, causing things like dopamine, serotonin, norepinephrine to circulate throughout the body. A lot of times that'll also lead to adrenaline, this sort of exciting hormone that causes our hearts to beat faster or our breath to quicken.
If you're used to it, if you've gotten yourself to the point where climbing that tall building is just a normal day at work, you're really going to be acclimated to that response to the adrenaline.
He's overcome fear and conditioned his mind and body for stamina and endurance.
I look at the lines, I study, I say to myself, I could climb here, I could go up here and here. It's interesting for me.
But is the human spider superhuman? Our experts say a unanimous yes.
This guy really is Spider-Man. He's scaling tall buildings with a lot of little steps.
He can climb a building of any height with his bare hands and no safety rope. If that's not a superhuman, I don't know what is.
From jaw-dropping heights, we shift now to fast-draw gunslinging in the American West. Gunslinging cowboys are the stuff of American legend, and this guy fits right in. Amazing speed, impossible targets, extraordinary accuracy. He's the late Bob Munden, a world-renowned exhibition shooter.
You don't even see his hand moving. He just reaches down and suddenly...
What really amazes me is his ability to hit a moving target.
He's known as the fastest man with a gun who ever lived. So how does this seemingly superhuman cowboy draw so fast? Our experts take a closer look at the science of sport gun shooting.
When I look at this gunslinger, I think first of all of the physiology that's involved with some of these rapid reflexes.
Those blink and you'll miss it moments.
There are two types of muscle fibers. There's slow twitch fibers and fast twitch fibers.
Slow twitch muscle fibers are thinner and can generate continuous contractions over a long time without fatigue, while fast twitch muscle fibers can provide fast, powerful bursts of speed and strength.
Any reflex that happens quickly will happen more powerfully if you have more fast twitch fibers. The number of slow and quick fibers in your muscles is actually genetically determined, and as much as we might train physically and exercise, we can't actually change that composition.
Bob clearly has extraordinary fast twitch fibers.
Well, let me show you what fast really looks like.
So I keep wondering when I'm watching this part, what is he doing with his left hand?
Bob is using a method of draw called fanning.
And what I'll do is I'll grab the gun, pull the trigger, bring the gun out. The left hand will then come across, cock the hammer, firing the gun. Now doing just that, putting it all together, that draw looks something like this. Watch very close.
Did you miss it? Watch again.
You do not want to get on his bad side.
Another reason he can do this is muscle memory.
He's placing his arms in the same place each time. He's got the same distance always between his eye level and where the gun is placed.
One neuron talks to another neuron, and it says, oh, this is how you pull out the gun. And your brain sort of takes a mental picture. And over time, your brain will call up this picture again, and it'll remember, this is how I do this.
And the result is that part of his brain, the part devoted to bringing the hand up and shooting a gun with it, is more and more developed the more he practices.
He's able to actually make the gun an extension of his body.
Bob now attempts an impossible shot.
I'm shooting 45 ACP ammunition, 45 1911, splitting a bullet on an axe, taking out 2 balloons. Sounds simple? Let's give it a try.
If we had to create some sort of robotic that would duplicate what Bob does, I'm not certain what sort of processing power it would need.
Bullseye! He splits the bullet on the axe. Whether it's extreme target shooting or classic Western fast draw, Bob's eye-popping speed and outrageous accuracy are definitely superhuman.
It looks impossible, but he really is doing it, and that's what makes it so fantastic.
It doesn't look like he has to focus, and that's what makes him a master at what he does.
From hair-splitting gunshots, we next meet a blind man with superhuman hearing that helps him see. California, USA. A man makes some final adjustments before taking an afternoon ride. Nothing unusual here, until a strange clicking noise is heard.
My claim to fame is that I click.
Meet Daniel Kish. He was blind by 13 months old and has no visual memories. Instead, he uses sound to help him see. It's called echolocation.
This is how bats know not to fly into things. They're constantly sending signals out and receiving those signals back and gauging how far away the object is.
He's adapted something that we take for granted, sound and hearing, to be able to see.
So how is this possible?
What's happening here is that he sends out a sound.
He makes a sharp clicking noise with his tongue.
That sound will bounce back once it hits something.
Daniel uses the time it takes for that bounce back and the volume of that sound to sense the objects around him.
His ears can interpret that difference to tell him how far away it is, what the shape of the object is, all depending on how he receives the sound.
Every surface and environment has a unique acoustic signature.
It may be that when he practiced doing this, he had a guide who could see, and they could tell him, this is a tree. And maybe with practicing and conditioning, he could sort of instantaneously know, this is what a tree sounds like.
To do this, our real-life Batman must constantly send out clicks and interpret the sounds he receives back.
He has to be able to filter out all the other sounds around him to make sure he can pick up on the clicks.
You might think that this would be impossible to do for yourself, but we are all aware of the Doppler effect. We're aware of when a roaring ambulance passes us.
When it comes towards you, it sounds like it has a higher pitch. As it passes you by, it sounds like it has a lower pitch. So you can tell if the object is moving.
That at least gives us a mental reference frame to say, this is possible.
Daniel Kish's feats seem impossible, yet his success has him teaching his brand of echolocation worldwide. So is he superhuman? Our experts say yes, without a doubt.
I don't know that any other human's done this before, so I definitely feel like it's superhuman.
He's kind of given himself an additional sense. That right there is superhuman.
Finally, we move from a real-life Batman to a human spin cycle whirling around in a washing machine. American escape artist Rick Maisel cheats death with this signature stunt.
This is a pretty dangerous trick.
If you're claustrophobic, you're not doing this stunt.
With his arms and legs shackled, he tucks inside a washing machine and goes for one soapy and potentially deadly spin.
He's underwater, rotating at a very high rate. This is as stressful a situation as it can get.
In less than a minute, he pops back out, soaked from head to toe, but shackle-free. So, is this stunt real?
I don't see any video manipulation happening here or editing tricks. The water and the suds, they're real.
It's not breaking any scientific rules. I think it's all very doable and feasible.
Rick has survived this stunt more than 2,500 times in some 50 different models of washers. So how does he do it?
This guy definitely has contortionist properties in his body.
It begins with genetics. He takes advantage of his slight build and natural flexibility.
He is quite skinny, quite flexible, and is able to maneuver his body in ways that most people aren't.
He also has an amazing mental focus, despite spinning in a perpetual somersault.
And while he's moving around in there, his sense of balance is most definitely disrupted.
It's hard to tell which way is up, it's hard to keep his bearings, it's hard to constantly be in motion, and having all that water around him as well is going to disorient him.
But what's truly extraordinary is Rick's ability to get just enough air.
You know, he's choking but not drowning.
While soapy water pounds its way into his nose, he is hard-pressed to even hold his breath.
The oxygen supply in a washing machine is going to be very low. And so he's going to not be taking very many breaths, and the breaths that he takes are probably going to be short and have a low oxygen content.
So he's figured out how to take water in and spit it back out, over and over again, without hyperventilating.
You have to be sufficiently calm in order to tolerate this water going into the wrong pipes and still staying calm enough to know not to drown.
Rick survives by relaxing. He slows his heart rate and lowers his body's demand for oxygen.
And so there's a certain level of meditation that's required that he is utilizing.
Of course, how Rick's really getting out of those cuffs is anyone's guess.
Just from the video, we have no idea how technical these handcuffs are that he has on. Are they actually difficult to open, or are they just a prop?
Surviving the wash cycle, even without any restraints, is amazing. But is it superhuman?
If superhuman is being able to do things that, most humans can't, then this is by all means superhuman.
The best thing about this stunt is when he's done, he has clean clothes.